Welcome back to my Let's Play for Moemon, my Mono Water Run. It's time to make our way over to Mount Moon, at least, because I imagine it's going to take a while, because most of these trainers you can't really avoid, so you might as well just crush all of them. Mostly just to get some experience on Squirrel, because let's face it, we're going to need those levels if we're going to be going through that entire cave by ourselves. There's no getting around it. Though at this point we're so high level, we might just crush most of the competition out here. So we don't run into any, Oddishes or something to screw with me. Because that would be a pain. It's actually higher level than I thought. I thought it was more like 13. Jeez. Guess I lost track of it. But I suppose it's not hard when I'm trying to focus my attention on so many different games. I was doing some grinding in Breath of Fire 2 earlier, so I've actually realized I actually have access now already to the ingredients I need to make stat boosting items. Through the cooking you get through the normal house setup in that game, so I'm actually in the process of buffing my characters up like crazy. Albeit until he finishes constructing the new town upgrades, I won't be able to get the characters I need to access infinite amounts of cash, because you can actually create a recipe that makes gold bars you can sell for large amounts of money. And while the recipe sometimes goes sour and fails and you get a completely useless item, it doesn't happen often enough to be detrimental to using an infinite money setup. It's just a bit slower. Gosh darn it, why aren't you a Butterfree? I know this. I know we've gone through this many a time, but it just constantly bugs me. Like, there's no reason this thing should be a Caterpie still. Like, evolve the darn thing. At least then it gets access to moves like Confusion and Sleep Powder, instead of just having Tackle. Like, if you're relying on a Caterpie to take things down with a Tackle attack, you're an idiot. I know someone's probably done that with the Elite Four before, but honestly, if you went through the trouble getting a level 100 Caterpie through the Elite Four, you must have some serious amounts of patience, because I don't think I'd ever be able to sit down long enough to actually pull that off. Never mind how many hours you'd have to dump into grinding to get a Caterpie up to that level, because that would be tedious. And then there's the question of how you really deal with Brock's Pokemon, besides, I guess, activating X attack after X attack after X attack to try and buff your attack stat enough to where a level 100 Caterpie can actually do considerable damage to a rock type. It requires a level of patience I just don't have. I mean, even with the access to infinite stat boosting items eventually in Breath of Fire 2, I'll be surprised if I spend more than a couple dozen hours on it at most. Even that's probably generous, because I got so much other stuff to work on, but I might be willing to put enough time in there to buff at least one character's stats up to about as high as the game will allow, basically. Try and find what the max is. Probably do it on my main, because let's face it, you always have access to him. And if he can hit like a truck, it's a definite plus, especially if I up his speed so he goes first. Oh, well, I don't have any reason to object. I mean, it means I'll learn certain moves later, but whatever. Like, one of the best water moves in the game is Surf, so it's not like I'm going to be delayed on that one. And I'm not too worried about Hydro Pump. Well, we now got a War Turtle. Yeah, might as well fight you. Oh, your shoes? That's nice. My shoes are a bit worn, especially on the laces. They're starting to come untied sometimes. So I got like double knot on when I go to work. It's a bit of a pain. Though usually I just slip them right on and off, so I don't have to untie them. I guess it doesn't help they're coated in like grease and stuff, so they don't like to stay tied. And they're a bit slimy, so I don't like touching them with my hands usually. I'm surprised they did even that much damage. But I probably should have finished things with a tackle to save power points. But, we'll keep pushing. Oh, darn it, it's gonna use Intimidate. Well, it may have cut my attack stat, but I still have Water Gun. Okay. Still might have been better off with Tackle, though. I'm running out of juice. I'm running out of water guns. It's horrible. Okay, another bug catcher, huh? Well, I guess to hinder myself slightly, I'll do what you do and just use Tackle. Or Poison Sting, I guess, in your case, considering you got Weedles, but still. I'll hold back on my water guns and just beat you down. And hope I don't get poisoned along the way. Because that would seriously blow. A bit closer. Ooh, another Caterpie. Well, I like this thing. It's a lot easier to deal with Caterpies because, you know, all they do know is Tackle and String Shot. Albeit String Shot was a God-type move in the anime. Completely wrapping Team Rocket up so they can be blown away. It's a bit crazy. Huh. Well, no. Oh, a Kakuna. Well, since it's gonna harden itself anyway, might as well throw a water gun at it. That's good. No more Kakuna. Kakuna be gone. And at least they're evolved, I guess. As evolved as they can be, but still. I wish some of these trainers were wielding, you know, some more powerful bugs. Even though Beedrill and Butterfree aren't very useful after a while. And even with Butterfree coming in with that sleep powder, it still eventually gets outdone by everything else as they evolve. Which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. You just caught them, huh? They're probably not going to be very good then. I mean, if you just caught them, they're fresh. Which means they got nothing on them. Again, with another high-level Caterpie. Like, these things shouldn't exist. Why, developers? Why? It's like that one fisherman you always come across with, like, level 20 Magikarps. And you're like, why has he got a whole team of level 20 Magikarps? Why doesn't he evolve any of them? Why, developers? Why? It just makes you want to hit somebody sometimes, you know? Because they just splash at you over and over and over, and you're like, come on. Okay, sure, at level 20, a Magikarp with no Tackle, but still. That's a pretty useless move. You basically ditch Tackle as soon as you can. Like, I didn't want to ditch it for Water Gun on the grounds that I might run to Pokemon where Tackle's my best option. But it's a pretty sad option. Done like dinner, huh? Do you eat bugs for dinner? Is that why you said that? I mean, I don't want to be judgmental, but I don't think I would ever eat bugs for dinner. I just don't have the stomach for it. I'd probably start puking like crazy. And I'd be too overcome by disgust at the thought of eating something so creepy and crawly too, probably. It's not pizza, you know. That's what I'm saying. Gotta stick to the basics. Of course, I don't eat pizza as much as I used to. I used to eat it about, like, every day. I'm down more to, like, once or, twice a week now. Sometimes I go, like, almost 2 weeks. Depends on how often I go shopping, because I usually grab a pizza when I go out to pick up groceries. Okay. Almost done. I don't think this guy's a trainer, if I remember correctly. Maybe if he is, well, he's not facing our way, so screw him. There's wild Geodudes out here? Where are they? Where are they so I can hit them with water and get some easy EXPs, man? Yeah, I'll let you heal him up to full health. I guess I can talk to that one guy and get a Magikarp, but do I really want to pay for something so terrible? I mean, until it evolves, it's going to be completely useless. $500? Well, it would give me another option if I got up to level 15 so I could do Tackle, but honestly it's much easier to level them up once they're close enough to know it. Or at the very least you're at a higher level. So I'll put off that until I can actually get an old rod and see if I can find one that's like level 10 or 15, you know, in the wild. Because I'm pretty sure it gives you one that's like level 5. So it's like a middle finger to you since you have to jack it up so many levels. That's irritating. It really is. I guess I could have bought it and double checked. I mean, if it joins you at the level of your starter Pokemon, that'd be better. Oh man, it only took like one step. Should I have brought some repels or something? I was gonna stop, but you know what? Might as well do a longer episode, because 10 minutes is pretty short, let's face it. Though I can't do anything with that. I mean, it used to be Bubble Beam back in the day, but now it's Bullet Seed. It's like, ugh. I don't have any use for Bullet Seed. I don't. Any of the Pokemon I can pick up can learn Bullet Seed. I'd be surprised. Though sometimes Pokemon have movesets that can really surprise you, like Poliwrath being able to learn Psychic and stuff like that. Okay. I probably should fight some of the trainers in here, though. Just for the experience. Because I'm gonna probably want it for Misty. Oh, gosh darn it, it's a pretty rare find somewhat. It's a Paris. Probably one of the best bugs in the game, just because of Spore. I mean, it's slow as molasses, but that Spore attack makes it damn useful. That's cool. I do have to ask why Giovanni is the only apparent Italian in the entire Pokemon universe, though. Seems pretty stereotypical that the only Italian's part of the Mafia, you know? But, you know, whatever, Japan, you know, I know how it is. You just like to do stuff like that sometimes. So, like, think of how many black guys are actually in the Dragon Ball Z series. Like, I can think of only a handful at most. And only one of them was a notable character, since he was a villain in the Dragon Ball series. There's probably been others, but yeah, there was a couple more in Dragon Ball as fighters, but they don't pop up that often. It's so rare to see a character of color in anime, to be honest. You almost have to stop making comments about when they pop up because of how unusual it is. I don't know if I'll get a Poliwrath for this team or not. I'm sort of leaning towards no. Gosh darn it. Please hit the enemy. Darn it. And the sad part is I'm more worried about doing massive damage to myself than anything else here. Because I know Zubat's got crap for moves right now. It doesn't learn a decent attack move to like level 16 when like its Bite. Well, hopefully I'm carrying around a few extra potions right now, so I can at least undo the damage I took. Mostly self-inflicted damage, but still undo it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head back out of this place just to hit the Pokemon Center. Or if I keep hitting myself when I get confused like that, I may want to head back out to Pokemon Center just to get the Magikarp, just so I have something to switch into. It might be a sacrificial lamb, but hey, I'm okay with that. To a certain extent. Ooh, a female one. I'll call you Rocket. I mean, you're not going to be around long, Rocket, but hey, we got to meet you. Okay, that takes care of the Geodude. I guess it wasn't that bad. Considering it's level 10. Okay, nothing of real interest here, I guess. Ooh, another Paris. Level 9 this time. If only this was a bug or grass run, I could actually take it with us. It would be devastating at higher levels, I'm sure. Truly devastating. Let's go. I'm not too interested in fighting another Geodude right now. I mean, it'd probably get me up another level, but let's face it, I'm really in here looking for some items in the corner. Because I figure they might come in handy. Not likely, but maybe. Yeah, that's right, Zubat. You just go away. You just keep on flying. Ooh, a rare candy. I know, I'm being pretty evasive for the moment, but let's face it, we're gonna have some tough battles if we get out here at the Ragcade and stuff. Probably. Ah, he turned around, and I went too high so I can't get the item. Shoot. I'll have to go back down a little bit and hope he turns away, because I'd like to avoid this guy. Scientists are a lot more likely to carry around like magnemites and stuff, let's face it. And I ain't exactly equipped with a Pokemon capable of dealing with such a Pokemon right now. Another one? Man, that's enough of these Rockies, man. They're not a real threat. But still. And I'm pretty sure she packs an Oddish. So forget that noise. I don't want to get into a war with an Oddish where I can start just trying to suck off my life, man. Bleeding vampires. Oh, great, another ladder. Which means there's probably an item that way. Yeah, let me get away. I'm gonna have to make a quick detour here. Let's see. Thief? Like a thief in the night? Oh, a big job, huh? Well, why don't you show me who the big boss is? Come on. Show it to me. Show what you got, Grunt. A Zubat? Oh, come on. That don't mean bull crap right now. I mean, I guess he can confuse me again. But that's his only path forward. And it looks like it's gonna work. Again. Gosh darn it. And I'm probably gonna smack myself a bunch, aren't I? Nope, I actually got the attack off. Good. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's gonna help. Oh. Sure, why not? It may make the foe flinch, huh? I'll ditch that for Bite. I'll think my defense doesn't mean too much to me with this Pokemon, and if I really need to do that, I can always drop X defense. I don't see much usage for withdraw, you know? Okay. Well, hopefully we can keep up the offensive. Now why don't you drown, you snake? Darn it, it didn't die. And now I'm wrapped up and I can't leave the battle. Come on, one more attack. Well, I guess this time I was lucky. Unlike when I got hit with the initial Supersonic on the last Zubat. Okay. Not that good. Your Pokemon were just subpar, man. Yeah, I'll be taking that. Oh, great. Someone else wants a piece of me? All these Zubats in here want to pick a fight, I swear. They're everywhere. You play these games enough time, you start to understand why people hate Zubats so much. You just get tired of seeing him. He's like, every couple steps, you know, like, a Zubat's there. Ooh, a Clefairy. Clefairy. Use the metronome. But I'm getting out of here. I honestly don't know what it's going to do if it does metronome. I mean, it can drop basically every move in the game, so you never know what it's going to do. It's sort of a rush roulette if you get anything good, but even something that's effective against me right now would probably wreck me pretty good if I was trying to catch it. Well, we'll just have to drown Geodude, let's face it. There's no way it's going to stand up to a water gun. Just doesn't stand a chance. Hopefully we don't get too high leveled and out of control, though. That would be a problem. Darn it, we're going to be close to level 20 by the time this is done. And we still have a couple more trainers we have to face before we can get out of here. I may pick up Mega Punch or Mega Kick too. Place a tackle if I can learn them. Though I'll probably eventually replace that with like strength or something. Knowing my prerogatives. The strength never misses, really. Unless you've been blinded. I'll take the Moonstone. Anything else I can put into storage for later. I don't need it for any evolutions, after all. Fighting off a yawn. Or trying to. And boom. Yeah, I don't think there's anything of interest up there. Oh, another Geodude? Well, at least it's not Zubat. I get sort of tired of the Zubats, though I still have to ask how Brock caught one. I mean, I know he did off-screen, but still, it's a bit irritating that he just catches a Zubat off-screen and just magically appears that same episode. Like I did when they were all outside the cave and you weren't looking. So, since I think we saw most of that scene, it just seems like he just magically caught a Zubat. Okay, try and flinch the Rattata. Not bad. Combine that with a quick attack, and it did some moderate damage. Gosh darn it. Well, no. At least we reached level 20, I suppose. Oh, a Sandshrew? Well, this is gonna be easy. Say hello to Water Gun, Sandshrew. Well, looks like Sandshrew's out of the game. That's always a plus. You're steamed, huh? That's nice. I'm a bit steamed, too. Steamed that I had to waste my time on you. Because you were worthless. Okay. A bit more. Then I'll probably pull out potion for the next set of major battles. Having full health might be helpful, since I don't have anything to switch into. Okay, a bit further along. Come on. Get out of my way, Zubat. I got better things to do than fight you. Okay, now it's time to go to the bag. Jeez, by the time this is done with, I might not have any, potions left. You shall, huh? I guess I could technically use one on my team, I'm just not sure which one to go with. I mean, from what I remember, most of the fossil Pokemon are pretty terrible, besides, like, Aerodactyl, but these two? I remember them being pretty mediocre. So I'm not sure I want to deal with them at all. Hopefully we can just take it out with a water gun. And I thought I'd have to be worried about Hyper Fang. Guess not. Okay. And it didn't work for a change. Third time lucky, I suppose. Gosh darn it. I don't know why I feel so tired right now. Ah, yes, this guy. Well, you're half right. Considering the developers want us to have at least one fossil Pokemon for free. Super Nerd Miguel, huh? Well, I guess we'll have to use Water Gun. I mean, it is a Grimer after all, so we might as well wash away the muck. Oh, shoot. Poison gas? And I didn't think they were having any antidotes. Well, I'm gonna be in a bad spot. At least we got a potion. So we can try and heal enough times to get back to where we need to go. Oh, great, a Voltorb. Well, try a bite attack. Good, flinched. I mean, I don't think it really knows many electric attacks anyway, but still. I really don't want to be taking any hits from Voltorb if it has one. I guess I can use the escape rope if I have to after this. Darn it. Water gun. At least it's not high enough level yet so it can blow itself up. That would definitely be a problem. Okay, Miguel is dealt with. Well, whichever one's in front of us is the one we're taking at this point. You know what? Screw it. We'll take this one. Yeah, Kabuto. I mean, we could have taken Omastar, but you know what? Forget it. I mean, Kabuto's tops is just a bit cooler with the size on its arms, despite the fact they're not really all that functional. Darn it. Sad part is this thing doesn't even have to hit me to really hurt me. It just has to delay me by refusing to let me run away. Oh. Well, sweet. Well, I'll use that right now. That way I don't die of poisoning while I try to get over to Cerulean City. I mean, I probably wouldn't have with the potion on hand, but still. It's preferable this way. Got that right. I guess. Yep. Yeah, I guess we'll go with Mega Kick. Why not? I mean, it's not a particularly accurate move, but it definitely has power in spades, so I'll take it. I mean, if I'm in a situation where I really have to use Mega Kick, we're probably going to be in a bad spot anyway. The only one I can really think of is fighting off against him, Lieutenant Surge. And let's face it, Mega Punch isn't going to help me much anyway if it doesn't knock him out in one blow. Yeah, I know about Mega Punch. I used it for quite a bit in the fighting run. Oh, Roar? Well, unless I have Toxic Spikes or something, that's probably going to come in handy. But at least we made it to Cerulean City. Next time we can deal with going over the bridge and facing off against our rival and getting Misty in her gym. Or getting the SSN ticket. She might already be in here. But I prefer getting the ticket first, just as a matter of habit. Plus it'll give me some extra levels. Because I'm going to have to rely on Squirtle and its Bite Attack to get me past Starmie. And I don't know how well that's going to go, because Starmie's a pain in the backside. Till next time then. See ya.